Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Ready for the most random beer on this channel ever, probably? I am. Yay. We are going to be drinking a beer from Rhode Island. Whalers Brewing Company. It's called, I think it's Whalers Brewing Company. Whalers Brewing Company, Wakefield, Rhode Island. This is Rise, and it is an American pale ale that is dry hopped, and that's one of the coolest beer logos ever. I am a big fan of all things whales. I collect whale stuff. I used to have a whale little plush toy that used to be in my videos. We're all about the whales. So quick backstory about this beer. My parents were actually in Rhode Island a couple weekends ago. My brother-in-law graduated. He's a naval officer. So he graduated from school. He was back in Rhode Island. And I got a text when I was working. My dad texted me. He was like, "Hey, have you ever had anything from Whalers?" And I was like, "I've never heard of that brewery before." But in my mind, I thought he was at the brewery, and I'm like, "Do they have any shirts?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm not at the brewery. I'm at a restaurant that has it on draft." I'm like, "Well, try it." And then he texted me and said, this is fun story time. Texted me and was like, "Hey, their beer's really good." I Googled it and saw that the brewery was like 10 minutes from where he was at. So they went to the brewery. And he brought back beer because he said it was delicious. So this is the ABV not on here? Oh, here we go, 5.5%. 5.5%, 20 IBUs. So, and it says it's dry hopped. He got me a shirt. He got me proper glassware. How sick is that glass, by the way? Yeah, and he got beer to review. So I'm going to do it. I mean, there's a lot of people who, I don't want to say, there's a lot of people who watch my videos. There's a lot of people from Massachusetts-wise, like from doing Treehouse reviews. I'm sure somebody's had Whalers beer, right? So let's check this out. I'm hoping like this is going to be awesome if this is like an old school kind of pale ale. That actually is pretty light. Gosh, that glassware is fire. Love it. That is so awesome. URI actually didn't they win their first game in the tournament while we were there? I can't remember. I might have had a little bit to drink in Reno. But yeah, so this looks like it's like that lemonade color. I'm telling you, this glassware is fire. It looks way darker on camera when you hold it out here. I mean, I can see it. There's a chill haze on it. I think I can see like the shadow of my finger through this. But finger of bright white head. It's like I said, it's that kind of hazy lemonade-y color. It looks awesome in that glassware. So it actually kind of looks like juice on camera, but it looks super light. Almost lager-ish, maybe. Maybe not that light, but pretty light. Let's shove our nose in it. Yeah, so this actually is a nice break from like the juice bomb beers that we've been drinking. This has that dank, earthy, hoppy thing. It says it's dry hopped. I don't know what it's dry hopped with. I didn't look it up. But there's also this cool like tropical fruity thing, not explosive fruity. This smells, it's got that like kind of dank, herbal, grassy. It's very grassy, and it's got that awesome crackery ripe bready thing. Is this? There's not a date. He brought this, they got back 2 weeks ago. I don't know how old this beer is. Not sure. Oh, and shout out to Turtle, if you ever watch this video. Thanks for being awesome to my family while they were there. But yeah, this is that awesome. It smells hoppy, it smells grassy, it smells earthy, and it smells like bready. This smells like a classic kind of pale ale. Not like that Sierra Nevada-ish. I think Sierra Nevada is much more bready, sweet, kind of malty. This has that kind of, this smells to me like people's, like sort of the breweries in San Diego when they do like a hoppy pale ale. It kind of reminds me of that. So let's go and taste it. Cheers. Yeah, that's a crusher. That is so dry. That's delicious. Can says 20 IBUs. There's no bitterness. It just has that. This is gonna sound bad. It's got that hop water thing, which I love. You're tasting the hops. You're tasting that grassiness. You're tasting that earthiness. I mean, it says 20 IBUs. There's a little bit of kind of like bite on the finish of that. but there's this awesome, like, kind of orangey, tropical fruity thing. It's super light. I mean, this is a lawnmower kind of summertime beer for me. 5.5%. This is a beer that you sit on the porch when it's 1,000 degrees and you're sweating and it's super humid, probably in Rhode Island. Is that what happens in Rhode Island? And you just sit on the porch with your buddies, watch people walk by, and just drink like 300 of these. This is awesome. It's a crusher. I love it. If I was in Rhode Island, I would have this in the fridge all the time. This would be an awesome football beer, baseball beer. One of those, like, you're just watching a game and you're drinking this instead of something like Budweiser. This is awesome. It's super bready, crackery on the finish too. So dry though too. It's super dry, which makes you want to chug it. And it being 5.5%, that's fine. I mean, this is nothing that you're going to lose your mind over. Nothing you're going to be like, oh, I need to trade for this. I mean, they grabbed this. It's a 6-pack of 12-ounce cans they got from the brewery. So don't know what the distribution is like. I think it's around Rhode Island. Everywhere they went, this brewery was on tap places. So I would really like to talk to you guys more about this brewery, kind of see kind of how wide their reach is. I don't know how new they are. I think they're pretty new. I want to say I looked up, they've been winning some medals for kind of best new brewery sort of in the area back there. Don't know what the Rhode Island craft beer scene's like. So this is awesome though. Again, this isn't anything that's like crazy. This is like that kind of 88, 89 beer, but that's fine. For a 5.5% dry hopped American Pale Ale, Rise is fantastic. So there you go. That's Rise from Whalers. What an awesome logo. The glassware is awesome, and the shirt that I got was awesome. So thanks, Pop. But yeah, if you guys have anything for Whalers, let's talk about them. So I'm out of here. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews